My first attempt to extend the battery capacity of an Oupes Guardian 6000 was a failure. I made a video about it and almost said that you couldn't extend that battery with your own batteries versus the manufacturer's batteries. But I came in at the end of that video and I told you about a mistake I made, which real quick was simply that the display said 100%. I checked the battery voltages weren't correct for an S16 battery, which was a 51.2 volt LFP battery. And so I thought it couldn't be done. Then when I was charging the unit up, I noticed that the battery voltage went to where it should be. And I thought, okay, I've got a problem. I reached out to Oupes. They said, charge it, drain it, all that good stuff, and it should be fine. So I've had that unit running now for the last couple weeks in my shop. First hooked up to 800 watts of solar, then 1600 watts of solar. I've also had it hooked up to the grid and off the grid, just to make sure that it stays fully charged. And in fact, I was using it. I was using it to run a battery maintainer and charge up some batteries for my drills and things like that. And it's been working good. And I periodically would check the voltage, and the voltage all looked good. So I finally decided it was time to expand the battery on my Oupes Guardian 6000 with my own battery and not theirs. So today, that's what we're gonna do. Let's get to it. Okay, here we go. We're getting a charge here right now. We've got 17.5 amps. I got my 18 amp battery charger. It's running. I just have it hooked up on a temporary backboard there to the T-class fuse on the left for positive and a bus bar on the right for negative. Just waiting for the battery to fully charge. Once it's fully charged, we'll turn them both off. Take that modified B2 cable, connect it up, double check all my voltages, and then connect them together, folks. Okay, both are at 100%. So what I've done is I've landed my two positives from the Oupes on this side of this T-class fuse and my two negatives on this bus bar. And then I have my positive from my Humsienk here and my negative here. And those two small wires are just this charger right here, which is currently not plugged in, okay? The Humsienk is at 100%. The Oupes is at 100%. I need to grab an amp clamp and then we're gonna go. All right, now we're just gonna do a couple quick checks. Make sure that we've got voltage and all that good stuff, and we don't really. Okay, so now turn this guy on, turn this on, half an amp. We don't really have anything going on there, so we've got 100%, everything seems to be working. I'm gonna go ahead, throw my AC on. Now with the AC on, I should see a little bit of draw here. Oh yeah, about 4 amps. Okay, so that's working. All right, excuse my mess here. Now we're gonna plug something in and see it run, folks. All right, here we go. Plug this charger in and we're gonna draw. Okay, here we go. Just heard it click. Oh, here we go. All right, folks, there we go. So that's drawn, right? So we should see, look at that, 0.29. So if we go and capture both of those, we're pulling about 5.5 amps. And if I come over here, I'm showing 4.8 right now, amps coming off of this battery here, okay? And right here we've got 437 watts. So we're currently actually drawing off the Humsienk as well as the Oupes. Let's do some math. 4.8 times 51.2 equals, that's 245. So we're pulling 250 watts-ish off of here, which means we're pulling about 125 off of here. That battery is bigger than that one. So not a surprise. Now let's do something fun here. Since I have solar hooked up, let's go ahead and throw the solar on while we're at it. I just heard the solar kick. So let's see what happens if the solar starts to charge. So we are actually at 3.5 amps. And it's not showing an input here. So let's go ahead and just see Oh, so that's showing 15 amps DC, folks. 15 amps DC is a lot of power, a lot more than this thing is telling me. So we're going to log into the app and just see if the app gives me any information. So here we're showing, well, look at that, 848 watts of solar coming in right now. So we're pulling some good solar. We're putting out 220 watts, which is what it's showing on the screen. So this is the version 1 of the Oupes Guardian 6000. They have a newer version out with some improvements. So here it is showing me 750 watts dropping slightly, and then you see that right there at 0. That's not good. Now this should show, oh, look at that, it's actually positive 3 amps. So even though we're putting out 180 watts, we're getting 630 right now from solar because everything's basically at 100%. And we're charging both of these up at the same time. So most of it's actually coming over here or providing power, either powering the inverter or that charger to charge up that battery. So I'm going to go ahead and let that run. But as of right now, I got solar coming into the Oupes Guardian 6000. I'm charging up the Humsienk and the Guardian, and I'm charging that battery up using this guy right here. It does show this all works, folks. It's working good. Well, there you have it, folks. It's absolutely expandable with your own battery, though I want to say a couple things about this Guardian 6000 because it is an early model and they no longer sell that version. They have a new one they call the V2 or version 2 that they sell because they had some issues when they brought the Guardian 6000 out to market. Those issues were identified by people who put them into use right away. I actually hadn't seen any of them when I was first using mine. Well, some of those issues were the issues that I ran into in my initial attempt to expand this unit. And today I saw another one of those, which is something I was kind of noticing in the last week or so, where when I had solar hooked up to it and I thought it should be drawing off of solar, and it didn't appear to be because it showed zeros, even though it had shown me wattage from the solar panels previously. I thought, well, that's weird. It's not passing through. I would charge up some batteries and it would show 0 wattage from the solar panels. And today, when I pulled up my app, that is not what it was seeing at all. So I'm going to do some more testing on this unit. I think that it was a good idea for Oupes to stop selling this unit, fix the issues they have, and then release the V2, which I should be getting pretty soon so that I can do some side-by-side comparisons. I will say that the Guardian 6000 is currently working just fine. It's been in use for the last couple weeks without any issues, both on and off the grid, other than incorrectly reporting the amount of solar that it's getting. Stated charge seems to be correct. I'm going to do more testing with it, but all in all, folks, I was able to hack it with my B2 expansion battery cable that I previously cut apart for a Mega 1 test and then later used in a Mega 2 as well. Worked like a champ, folks. So there you have it. I hope that helps you out, folks. And if it does, do me a favor, drop a comment down below and let me know. Have you done this? Are you going to do it? Did I explain it well enough? And I appreciate those comments. I always read them and I always try to reply to them as well. So thanks again for doing that. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you to all my members. I really appreciate your support. So thank you very much for that. Meanwhile, folks, I'm going to go ahead and throw another video right over here for you to check out. I appreciate your watching that one too. You all have a great day. The old Jarhead out.